Have you ever pondered the idea of living in a place where curtains and window coverings are virtually non-existent? Imagine a society where openness and transparency are not just ideals, but everyday realities. Envision a community where women confidently take the first step in romantic encounters, free from the usual societal constraints that often govern courtship elsewhere. Picture a town where cars are entirely forbidden, creating a landscape that prioritizes pedestrians, bicycles, and perhaps even boats over motorized vehicles. Such a place exists, and it's called the Netherlands. The Netherlands, a country known for its unique charm, offers a landscape where candies taste more salty than the seawater, a playful nod to the country's love of bold flavors and quirky traditions. Breakfast often consists of bread topped with a layer of rich melted chocolate, a simple yet indulgent start to the day. These little details, seemingly odd at first glance, reveal a society that delights in embracing its eccentricities and celebrating its individuality. If this sounds intriguing, hold on, there's more. The Netherlands boasts a royal family that reigns over a land that is literally hundreds of miles above two different countries' borders, a testament to its historical complexity and grandeur. Its landscape is punctuated by extraordinary bridges that are raised at midday, allowing tall ships and boats to pass freely beneath, an elegant ballet of engineering and tradition. There are even elevated walkways and passages designed solely for the local wildlife, a testament to the country's deep respect and consideration for nature's creatures. Such are the Netherlands, an extraordinary blend of unpretentious eccentricity, sophisticated innovation, and surprising ingenuity. This small yet remarkable country is filled with countless surprises that continue to fascinate visitors and residents alike. In this exploration, we will delve into 15 of the most peculiar and astonishing facts that make the Netherlands a truly one-of-a-kind nation within Europe. Starting with number 15, the country holds the distinction of being the lowest in the world. Nestled in the northwestern part of Europe, the Netherlands is a land that challenges conventional notions of geography. Over 25% of its territory lies below sea level, with much of the rest barely rising above it. Covering approximately 16,000 square miles, making it smaller than the state of West Virginia, the country is renowned for its advanced water management systems, cutting-edge artificial intelligence initiatives, and an unusually charming blend of eccentricity and sophistication. By the year 2025, the population had surpassed 18,300,000 residents, most of whom live in meticulously planned, compact urban areas. While Dutch is the official language, English proficiency is remarkably high, often exceeding that of many neighboring countries, making communication effortless for visitors. The national flag, with its bold red, white, and blue stripes, is more than just a symbol. It is a cherished part of cultural rituals, especially during graduation ceremonies, where students hang the flag from balconies, accompanied by their backpacks celebrating their academic achievements with pride. The Netherlands enjoys a temperate climate, with summer temperatures averaging around 68 degrees Fahrenheit, providing a pleasant environment for outdoor life. Despite being situated below sea level, the country has never been more secure from flooding, thanks to its legendary flood defenses. The most famous of these is the Maeslandkering, a colossal storm barrier comparable in height to the towering skyscraper, the Empire State Building. This formidable structure can be closed within just 2 hours during storm surges, safeguarding millions of lives and protecting vital land from the relentless fury of the North Sea. Beyond the iconic tulip fields and windmills, the Netherlands is a marvel of human ingenuity and ecological harmony, a country where engineering marvels and natural beauty coexist seamlessly. It is a land that exemplifies resilience, innovation, and a playful sense of eccentricity that defines its very essence. Moving on to number 14, the Netherlands is home to some of the most liberating beaches in the world, places where personal freedom is celebrated without compromise. with over 70 beaches offering nude sunbathing and swimming. The country has cultivated a culture where being oneself, in the most literal sense, is embraced wholeheartedly. Nudity on these beaches is not regarded as taboo, but as a natural expression of respect for personal boundaries and body positivity. The Dutch see the human body as something to be appreciated, not shamed, fostering an environment where everyone can feel free to live authentically. One particularly famous example is Sandboard Beach, renowned for its lively festivals, some of which are officially designated as clothing-optional celebrations. These events reflect a broader societal attitude that values openness, self-acceptance, and the freedom to enjoy life's simple pleasures without judgment. The beaches serve as a testament to the Netherlands' progressive outlook, where acceptance and respect underpin the community's approach to personal expression and bodily autonomy. Further south, you will find Callans, a place renowned as Europe's very first clothing-optional beach, with origins dating back to the 1970s. This historic shoreline has long been a haven for those seeking freedom from conventional swimwear, embodying a spirit of openness and relaxed acceptance that has persisted for decades. Visitors can venture to Scheveningen, located in The Hague, where a specially designated section of the beach offers a natural environment for nudists. This area maintains a laid-back atmosphere, allowing visitors to enjoy their time in the sun with comfort and ease, all the while honoring the traditional values of the Dutch Hollandaise culture. Here, the environment is carefully preserved to keep the experience authentic, blending a sense of tradition with modern attitudes towards personal freedom. What makes many of these beaches particularly appealing is their resemblance to eco-resort complexes. These spaces are thoughtfully designed to foster a profound connection with nature, permitting visitors to immerse themselves fully in the natural surrounding. The experience is both respectful and comfortable, reflecting a distinctly European approach to leisure, where harmony with the environment and personal comfort go hand in hand. In such settings, one can relax without pretension, feeling entirely at ease in a space that celebrates natural beauty and individual liberty. So, would you now be willing to try a beach day in true Hollandaise style? If you feel intrigued, leave a number 5 in the comments below and share whether you would be interested in exploring sandboarding, another popular activity in these scenic coastal areas. Number 13. Walking through the streets of Amsterdam or Utrecht, it's impossible not to notice something that immediately catches the eye: the remarkable height of the women from the Netherlands. They stand out in a way that's almost impossible to ignore. On average, Hollandaise women reach nearly 1 meter, 73 centimeters in height, making them some of the tallest women in the entire world. Their stature surpasses even the average height of men in the United States, which is often considered notably tall by global standards. But their remarkable presence is not solely defined by their stature. These women tend to have fair skin, complemented by hair that ranges from blonde to light brown, and eyes that are deep, expressive, and captivating. They seem to radiate an effortless elegance, as if they had stepped right out of a Vermeer painting, timeless, refined, and naturally poised. Furthermore, the majority of Hollandaise women are fluent in English, often speaking it more proficiently than many native speakers across Europe. The Netherlands consistently ranks among the top countries worldwide for English language mastery, and women lead the way in this achievement. Whether they are working as baristas, practicing as doctors, or practicing law as attorneys, they carry themselves with confidence and independence. These women are not content to wait for someone else to make the first move. They are assertive, self-assured, and proactive. Traditionally, February 29th is a day when women take the initiative in matters of love, specifically proposing marriage. Should a man decline her proposal on this day, he is obliged to gift her a new dress as a token of respect and acknowledgement. Despite this playful custom, what truly matters is that Hollandaise women do not require grand romantic gestures to feel appreciated or valued. They are financially independent, emotionally mature, and highly focused on their careers. When they agree to go on a date, it's because they genuinely want to get to know you, not because of your bank account or material possessions. After an initial meeting, it's common for Hollandese women to send the first message, suggest a second date, or even invite you to a cozy cafe or a local art exhibition. Forget about the stereotypical image of passive women waiting for a man to make the first move. Hollandese women are modern adults who know precisely what they want in life and in a partner. If you're curious about the most popular dating app for meeting these women, leave an 8 in the comments below. Number 12. The culture of privacy in the Netherlands is perhaps the most peculiar in the world. Take a walk through the peaceful neighborhoods of Amsterdam or Rotterdam late in the afternoon, and you will observe something truly unusual. Many houses feature large, open windows, completely uncovered and without curtains, even after sunset when the interior lights are on. From the outside, you can see kitchens bustling with activity as families prepare dinner, living rooms filled with loved ones gathered together, and everyday life unfolding naturally. Despite this openness, no one seems bothered or uncomfortable. This isn't a matter of neglect or carelessness. It is a deliberate cultural choice rooted in a long-standing tradition. In Dutch society, uncovered windows symbolize a profound sense of honesty and trust within the community. They reflect a collective confidence that neighbors can see into each other's homes without suspicion or discomfort, fostering a sense of transparency and mutual respect. This tradition emphasizes the importance of openness, community cohesion, and the belief that privacy is not about hiding, but about trusting others. There is nothing to hide, nothing to fear. The roots of this openness trace back to deeply ingrained Calvinist values that have shaped the Dutch character for centuries. If you live a life guided by integrity and honesty because you believe it is the right thing to do, not merely to conceal or impress others, you are embodying a paradox unique to Dutch culture. The Netherlands is a society that highly values privacy, respecting personal boundaries and individual space, yet at the same time, it embraces visibility and openness. People here often allow others a glimpse into their lives, their homes, their routines, but rarely do they intrude or stare. There exists an unspoken rule, a social etiquette that says, look, but do not invade. This delicate balance between openness and discretion is felt instinctively, woven into the very fabric of daily life. Even with glass windows acting as transparent screens, the respect for personal space remains sacred and inviolable. In fact, the tradition of living without curtains, allowing passers-by to see inside homes, may be the most striking expression of this transparency. It symbolizes a collective respect for one another's privacy, a quiet trust that does not require constant guarding. This unspoken understanding fosters an environment where mutual respect and calm confidence flourish, reflecting the essence of the Dutch way of life. Number 11, the most peculiar border in the world. When you picture international borders, you might imagine rigid lines drawn sharply across a map, firm demarcations that separate nations with strict boundaries. But in the small town of Baarle, the borders are anything but straightforward. Here, the borders of the Netherlands and Belgium are entangled in a complex tangle, resembling a human knot more than a line on a map. In Baarle, it is possible to walk seamlessly from a Dutch living room into a Belgian kitchen without so much as showing a passport or stepping over a boundary. The town is divided into numerous parcels of land, more than 30, that are intricately interwoven like a chessboard, with patches of Dutch territory directly bordering Belgian land. Some houses stand precisely on the border itself, their front doors in one country while their backyards lie in another. The nationality of these homes is determined by a curious rule. It depends on which side of the threshold the main entrance is located. This means that the legal jurisdiction governing a residence or even a local establishment can change within a few steps. For example, a pub on one side operates under Dutch laws, closing early in accordance with local regulations, while a bar just across the street follows Belgian laws, serving drinks late into the night and playing music until the early hours. This extraordinary situation creates a fascinating reality, an actual physical border marked by painted lines, white crosses, or signs that cut across roads, sidewalks, and even private homes. During daylight hours, residents cross these boundaries casually, as if they are mere street corners or alleyways. Yet come nightfall, the scene transforms. On the Dutch side, a cafe might be half closed and quiet, while on the Belgian side, the streets are bustling with lively gatherings and music. It is a vivid, tangible example of a border that functions both as a physical line and a social fabric, a living, breathing testament to the complex coexistence of two nations sharing one space. This is Baarle, a place where borders are not just lines on a map, but intricate tapestries of history, law, and daily life. Number 10, the most unusual tradition in Europe. When you think of marathons, images of asphalt roads, running shoes, and numbered bibs probably come to mind. Yet in the Netherlands, a different and surprisingly charming tradition takes center stage, one that involves running in wooden clogs known locally as suecos or klompen. Historically, these sturdy wooden shoes were an essential part of life for Dutch farmers and artisans. Crafted from durable woods like willow or beech, they were designed to withstand the rigors of outdoor work, offering protection against the cold, damp ground and the elements. Their construction made them waterproof, warm, and incredibly resilient, often handed down from generation to generation as treasured family heirlooms. Today, these traditional footwear items have transcended their practical origins to become powerful cultural symbols. They are proudly displayed in museums, sold as souvenirs at airports, and featured in specialty shops across the country. While most Dutch people no longer wear them daily, the spirit of the wooden clog endures, especially during festivals, weddings, and even in competitive events such as marathons. Remarkably, there are actually races where participants don authentic wooden clogs and run through the streets at a brisk pace. These are not mere ceremonial or tourist spectacles, but genuine competitions where locals and visitors alike challenge themselves to complete courses wearing these traditional shoes. In towns like Twente and Friesland, runners don traditional costumes, complete with colorful skirts, hats, and, of course, the iconic clogs, racing through the streets with enthusiasm and pride. The sight of these participants moving swiftly in their wooden footwear, con cada paso que da, se escucha un pequeño y rítmico clac, 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 que resuena como la melodía de una orquesta de madera tocando a través del tiempo. Cada sonido, aunque aparentemente simple, lleva consigo siglos de historia y tradición, creando una especie de puente entre el pasado y el presente. Este ritmo, que puede parecer trivial a simple vista, es en realidad mucho más que una curiosidad. Es una manifestación viva de la historia que continúa en movimiento, en constante evolución. En los Países Bajos, la preservación del patrimonio no siempre se realiza encerrada en vitrinas frías y estériles, sino que en muchas ocasiones se manifiesta en formas sorprendentes y creativas, como en la manera en que la historia se integra en la vida cotidiana. A veces, estas huellas del pasado se atan a tus pies, en un acto simbólico y práctico al mismo tiempo, para impulsarnos a correr 10 kilómetros hacia un futuro que aún está por construirse. El número 9 en esta lista nos lleva a pensar en los pasos elevados, pero no en los convencionales que solemos ver en muchas ciudades. En los Países Bajos, estos pasos elevados están diseñados exclusivamente para la fauna. En la mayoría de los lugares del mundo, los pasos elevados son construidos para que los automóviles o los peatones puedan cruzar de manera segura sin interrumpir el flujo del tráfico. Sin embargo, en estos territorios, algunos de estos caminos elevados cumplen una función mucho más noble. Están destinados únicamente a los animales silvestres, como ciervos, zorros, erizos e incluso ranas. Estas estructuras especiales, conocidas como ecoductos, son verdaderas obras de ingeniería ecológica. Son puentes cubiertos de árboles y vegetación, diseñados cuidadosamente para que la fauna pueda atravesar las autopistas sin peligro, sin tener que enfrentarse a la amenaza de vehículos en movimiento. Con más de 70 de estos puentes distribuidos por todo el país, no solo son de un vibrante color verde, sino que en realidad son pequeños bosques en miniatura con hierbas silvestres, arbustos y hasta pequeños estanques que imitan los hábitats naturales que los animales conocen y aman. Uno de los más destacados es el Natuurbrug en Sanderij-Krijlo, que ostenta el título del paso elevado para fauna más largo del mundo, extendiéndose por la asombrosa distancia de 800 metros. Imagínese conduciendo por debajo de una autopista, con el tráfico fluyendo tranquilamente, mientras sobre su cabeza un ciervo pasea con calma por un bosque que parece ininterrumpido. Y esto no es una escena de fantasía, sino una realidad palpable en los Países Bajos, donde la armonía entre humanos y animales se ha convertido en una norma. Pero la innovación no termina allí. Los neerlandeses también han creado túneles diseñados exclusivamente para que ranas, serpientes y otros pequeños animales puedan cruzar bajo las carreteras más transitadas con total seguridad. Estas estructuras no son simples mejoras que facilitan el paso. Representan un mensaje poderoso y claro. La naturaleza también tiene un lugar en este mundo. En los Países Bajos, los animales no solo comparten la tierra con los humanos, sino que además disponen de sus propios carriles de tráfico, una muestra tangible de respeto y convivencia. Si piensas que estos diseños de puentes y túneles son algunos de los más inteligentes y sensibles del planeta, déjalo en un comentario con un número 6. Pasando al número 8, encontramos casas flotantes en el corazón mismo de la ciudad. En el apacible y pintoresco centro de Ámsterdam hay una sorpresa cultural que deja boquiabiertos a muchos visitantes, especialmente a aquellos provenientes de Estados Unidos, acostumbrados a un estilo de vida muy diferente. Miles de personas residen en casas flotantes, ancladas firmemente en los canales que atraviesan la ciudad. Pero estas no son simples embarcaciones o botes de recreo. Son viviendas completamente equipadas, con dormitorios, baños, cocinas y hasta conexión a Internet de alta velocidad. Este estilo de vida acuático surgió como una solución ingeniosa a los problemas de congestión urbana y a la escasez de espacio en tierra firme. En lugar de apilarse en espacios cada vez más reducidos y caros, los habitantes de Ámsterdam optaron por expandirse sobre el agua, transformando sus canales en auténticos barrios flotantes. Hoy en día, más de 2.500 casas flotantes decoran las vías fluviales de la ciudad, formando una parte esencial de su identidad y carácter únicos. Algunas de estas viviendas están pintadas con colores vibrantes y alegres, adornadas con macetas llenas de flores que aportan vida y alegría. E incluso hay gatos que disfrutan tomando el sol en los tejados. It is no surprise that it stands among the most admired ways of life across Europe. Number 7 on this list is the elegant society of 17th century Europe, a reflection of grace and refinement that has endured through centuries. Just 30 minutes away from Amsterdam lies Marken, a picturesque village that appears straight out of a postcard, seemingly frozen in time. This charming settlement, with its wooden houses painted in shades of green and tranquil canals winding through the landscape, holds within its boundaries something truly extraordinary. Here, the inhabitants don traditional costumes not only during festivals or for the benefit of visitors, but as an integral part of their daily existence. These historical garments are far more than simple decoration. They silently communicate the social standing, marital status, and even specific religious occasions of those who wear them. Women in Marken don blouses adorned with colourful floral patterns, paired with pleated skirts and delicate, hand-embroidered caps, each stitch carrying a particular meaning. The men, meanwhile, wear striped shirts, short trousers, and the classic wooden clogs known as clogs of Holland, which have become emblematic of their cultural identity. From a young age, children are taught the importance of these traditional costumes, ensuring that this precious heritage remains alive and vibrant in every corner of the village. In Marken, it is common to see people cycling along the narrow streets, shopping at local markets, working in the fields, or delivering mail, all dressed in these historic outfits, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. The village itself is renowned for its distinctive wooden houses painted in green, built on stilts, an ingenious solution to the frequent coastal flooding that once threatened the settlement. Originally isolated on an island, Marken managed to preserve its customs and traditions virtually untouched for over 100 years. This is not a mere recreation for tourists. It is genuine life, dressed in the elegance and simplicity of the 17th century. Number 6 on this list is a village that seems to exist outside the bounds of modern infrastructure. Living in Hithorn is like stepping into a watercolor painting, soft, flowing, and timeless. Nestled within Overijl, about 120 kilometers from Amsterdam, Hithorn is often referred to as the Venice of the North. Founded in the 13th century, this storybook village has changed little over the centuries, maintaining its medieval charm and serenity. What makes Hithorn truly astonishing is its complete lack of roads. There are no cars, no honking horns, no traffic jams, only nearly 90 kilometers of canals crisscrossing the landscape, connected by over 170 wooden bridges that link charming houses topped with thatched roofs. The residents move about in small wooden boats, navigating the waterways with ease, while on land they stroll or pedal along paved paths that wind their way past centuries-old houses. Although the population is modest, just 2,600 residents, the village attracts over 1 million visitors annually, most of whom seek respite from the chaos of modern life. Even the postal service is delivered by boat, adding to the village's enchanting character. In winter, when temperatures plummet, the frozen canals turn into natural ice rinks, transforming Hithorn into a scene straight out of a holiday movie. Beyond its postcard-perfect appearance, Hithorn exemplifies sustainable tourism, offering a peaceful refuge for those seeking tranquility while fiercely safeguarding its unique identity, one free from the intrusion of automobiles and modern noise. Number 5 on this list is Amsterdam, a city unlike any other on the planet. Here, bicycles are not just a means of transportation, they are the heartbeat of the city. With over 22 million bicycles crisscrossing its streets each year, more than the entire population of the Netherlands, Amsterdam lives through its two-wheeled residents. From dawn until late at night, people dressed in everything from business suits and long coats to floral dresses glide silently along its cobblestone streets, their movements almost like a ballet of bicycles. The city's landscape is intrinsically linked to this mode of transport, with dedicated bike lanes, bridges and parking racks making cycling the most natural way to navigate its vibrant neighborhoods. Whether commuting to work, Visiting a cafe, or simply enjoying a leisurely ride, the bicycle is woven into the very fabric of Amsterdam's daily life. This deep-seated love affair with cycling not only reduces traffic congestion and pollution, but also fosters a sense of community and freedom that is palpable in every corner of the city. Here, riding a bicycle is not merely a matter of saving money or convenience, it is a fundamental aspect of life itself. It embodies a way of living that seamlessly blends practicality with a deep appreciation for the city's rhythm and charm. As you glide past crooked houses lining the canals, some leaning as if they might topple at any moment, yet standing proud after centuries of resilience, you begin to feel the undeniable enchantment that defines Amsterdam. These houses, with their uneven facades and weathered beauty, whisper stories of bygone eras, of generations who built a city that defies time. Walking along narrow streets, your senses are greeted by a unique sight. There is a house so slender that its width measures barely more than 2 meters and 6 centimeters, just enough space to accommodate a set of steep stairs. Such architectural quirks are common here, each adding to the city's whimsical character. Amsterdam also takes pride in its curious drawbridges, the kind that lift and lower in a rhythm that seems almost deliberate, like the Maeslandkering or the delicate, narrow bridge over the Amstel River. These bridges, in addition to their functional purpose, become part of the city's poetic landscape, opening at fixed hours to allow the passage of boats, perfectly synchronized with the slow, unhurried tempo that defines Amsterdam's way of life. As night falls, the city transforms into a labyrinth of magic. The streets come alive with the vibrant energy of street performers whose acts echo the city's bohemian spirit. Old cinemas with their vintage charm cast flickering light onto lively bars, serving craft beers that flow well past midnight. It is in these hours that neighborhoods like Jordan, Oud-Zuid, and the former working-class districts shine anew. Today, these areas are filled with cozy pubs along the canals and boutique galleries bathed in warm golden light, offering a blend of tradition and modernity that captures the city's soul. No discussion of Amsterdam would be complete without mentioning the famous Wallen district, the city's most renowned and controversial neighborhood. Known worldwide for its red light district, it is also admired for how it balances a profound sense of freedom with openness and transparency. Tourists often find themselves surprised to see women from the Netherlands strolling alone late at night, walking calmly, sometimes picking flowers, drinking beer on stone steps, or browsing for sweets, all with a peaceful confidence. This serene display of independence and safety exemplifies the city's unique ethos. Amsterdam, in its essence, is a place that celebrates freedom, exudes security, and remains unlike any other city in the world. Moving beyond the city, the Netherlands as a whole offers experiences unlike any other. If you think that traveling is only about taking photographs and collecting souvenirs, prepare to have your expectations reshaped by the country's surprising and innovative spirit. For instance, in cities like Amsterdam and Utrecht, the local libraries transcend traditional notions of lending books. Here, you can borrow a drill, a vacuum cleaner, or even an air fryer, items that in many places would be purchased at a hardware store or appliance shop. In the Netherlands, a visit to the library can feel like stepping into a hub of community resourcefulness and practicality, reflecting a culture that values sharing and accessibility. Spring, however, is truly the moment when the Netherlands blossoms into its most spectacular self. Just a short 40-minute journey from Amsterdam, the Keukenhof Gardens burst into a riot of colours, showcasing over 7 million tulips in bloom. It is the largest flower garden in the world, a place where nature's palette is displayed in vibrant, breathtaking splendour. Interestingly, tulips are not native to this region. They arrived from Turkey Yet the Dutch transformed them into an iconic symbol during the 17th century tulip mania, an era famous for being the first recorded financial bubble in history, where the value of tulip bulbs soared and then collapsed in a frenzy of speculation. For those passionate about history, the town of Kinderdijk offers a captivating glimpse into the Dutch mastery of water management. Here, 19 ancient windmills, some over 700 years old, stand as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, illustrating how the Dutch have learned to coexist with their watery environment. These windmills are a testament to centuries of ingenuity and resilience, embodying the nation's relentless effort to control and live harmoniously with the water that surrounds and defines it. If modern marvels pique your interest, a visit to the Delta Works is essential. Recognized as one of the 7 wonders of modern engineering, this sophisticated system of dams, sluices and barriers protects millions of lives and livelihoods from flooding. It is a marvel of human ingenuity, allowing communities to thrive and stay safe beneath the level of the sea. For a deeper cultural immersion, the Netherlands offers a wealth of museums and historic sites. The Rijksmuseum, the Van Gogh Museum, and the House of Anne Frank each tell stories that resonate long after your visit. Whether it's the poignant narrative of a young girl hiding during wartime, the vivid, in the Netherlands, traveling is far more than mere tourism. It is a deep immersion into a nation built upon ingenuity, resilience, and a distinctive way of thinking that has shaped its identity over centuries. This country, renowned for its innovative spirit and cultural richness, offers a multitude of experiences that reveal its true essence beyond the typical tourist attractions. Number 3 on this list is the Netherlands' reputation as the land of the most curious and whimsical festivals. If you decide to visit the country on the 27th of April, you will be greeted by a sea of vibrant orange hues flooding the streets. This day marks the celebration of King's Day, known locally as Koningsdag, the country's most lively and exuberant national holiday. During this festival, the entire nation dresses in various shades of bright orange, which is not part of the national flag, but is instead the traditional color of the House of Orange, the royal family. The streets come alive with music, dance, and a festive atmosphere filled with outdoor markets where people sell everything from vintage clothes to handmade craft. On this day, the country is transformed into a kaleidoscope of orange, from people's hair and costumes to food and decorations. You will see it everywhere, in the form of wigs, painted faces, and even in traditional treats like orange-flavored waffles. While Americans might light fireworks on the 4th of July, the Dutch celebrate their national pride by illuminating their entire country in a blaze of orange, turning cities into spectacular displays of color and joy. Another remarkable tradition occurs each January at the beach of Scheveningen, near The Hague, where thousands of brave souls plunge into the icy North Sea waters to welcome the new year. Instead of a quiet countdown, this event is characterized by a spirited splash into freezing waters, a lively and joyous way to start fresh, brimming with camaraderie and daring adventure. This courageous tradition embodies the resilience and lively spirit that the Dutch are known for. As spring arrives between April and May, the region of Bollenstreek, or the flower bulb region, hosts the spectacular Bloemen Corso, a parade of immense floral floats decorated with millions of tulips, daffodils and dahlias. These giant, colorful carrozas travel a distance of about 42 kilometers from Noordwijk to Haarlem, showcasing the breathtaking beauty of the Dutch springtime in full bloom. The procession is a feast for the senses, with vibrant colors, intricate designs, and the sweet scent of spring filling the air as the flowers sway in the breeze. Come summer, the charming village of Alkmaar hosts its famous cheese market, a lively festival where men dressed in traditional white costumes and straw hats engage in the age-old art of cheese rolling and trading. Large wheels of cheese are pushed, pulled, and rolled through the town square amid shouts, laughter, and spirited bargaining. The event is noisy, exuberant, and filled with authentic Dutch charm, perfectly capturing the lively and soulful character of the Netherlands. Number 2 on the list highlights the surprisingly affordable cost of living in the Netherlands, around $1,300 per month. Living in this country means having access to some of Europe's finest healthcare systems, with excellent medical services and well-maintained infrastructure. The streets are immaculate, thoughtfully designed with dedicated bike lanes, and the public transportation system is remarkably reliable, punctual and extensive, making commuting efficient and eco-friendly. What often surprises many Americans is how manageable the expenses can be once you understand how to live like a local. With careful planning, one can comfortably sustain themselves on a modest budget of about $1,300 per month. For instance, renting a one-bedroom apartment in the heart of Amsterdam can range from approximately $1,500 to $1,800. However, by choosing to live just 20 to 30 minutes away from the city centre, say in towns like Haarlem, Utrecht, or Amersfoort, you can cut your rent by nearly 30% while still enjoying the same quality of life and access to urban amenities. Monthly utility bills, including electricity, heating, and internet, typically hover around $200, but this amount can be reduced further by opting for eco-friendly buildings or sharing Wi-Fi with roommates. When it comes to groceries, most Dutch households prefer cooking at home, using fresh produce bought from local markets, which keeps food expenses between $250 and $300 monthly. This approach not only fosters healthier eating habits, but also helps in managing everyday costs efficiently. Transportation is another aspect where savings are possible. A limited-use travel card called an OV chip card, costing around $90 per month, allows for unlimited journeys within designated zones. Alternatively, investing in a sturdy second-hand bicycle for approximately $100 is a practical, eco-friendly, and cost-effective way to navigate the country daily. Cycling is deeply embedded in Dutch culture, and owning a bike can be both a symbol of independence and a means to explore the scenic landscape at your own pace. If you live wisely and manage your resources carefully, you can enjoy a comfortable lifestyle in the Netherlands on a monthly income ranging roughly from $1,300 to $2,000. This amount turns out to be nearly 40% more affordable than living in major American cities like New York or San Francisco. The Dutch example clearly illustrates that happiness and contentment often stem from embracing simplicity rather than pursuing excess. Their way of life demonstrates that a modest, well-balanced approach can lead to genuine satisfaction. So, would you consider making such a move? Would you take the leap and start anew in this charming country? Think about it, and if you're inclined, leave a 1 in the comments to indicate yes, or a 0 if you prefer to stay where you are. Turning now to the rich cultural tapestry of the Netherlands, one of its most distinctive features is undoubtedly its culinary scene, which is as bold and unconventional as the country's reputation for innovation. Dutch cuisine is characterized by its daring flavors, peculiar combinations, and a unique approach that sets it apart from other European gastronomies. For those from the United States, where meals often involve large portions, a fork and knife are standard, and food tends to be hearty and substantial, the Dutch culinary tradition can come as quite a cultural shock. Let's start with one of the most iconic and adventurous Dutch delicacies, raw herring, known locally as herring met wietjes, or more simply, herring. This beloved national snack is often eaten in a quite theatrical manner. People hold the fish by its tail, tilt their heads back, and swallow it whole, savoring the delicate, slightly briny flavor. During the herring season in June, towns and cities across the country hold lively festivals and public celebrations dedicated to this fish, turning eating into a communal event. It's a bit like a Dutch version of the hot dog eating contests that are famous in New York City, but here. The challenge is to enjoy raw herring in its purest form. But Dutch cuisine is not all about daring challenges for the palate. There are also sweeter, more comforting treats that reflect the country's love for simple pleasures. One such delight is the stroopwafel, a waffle filled with caramel that is often placed atop a steaming cup of coffee. The heat from the drink gently melts the caramel inside, creating a luscious, gooey center. It's more than just a cookie, it's a cherished ritual, a small moment of indulgence that transforms an ordinary coffee break into something special. For those seeking the most curious and quick culinary experiences, the Netherlands offers a fascinating alternative to traditional fast food: street vending machines embedded directly into the urban landscape. These vending walls serve hot snacks around the clock, allowing passers-by to purchase freshly prepared treats with just a coin. Imagine walking down the street, spotting a vending machine, and immediately grabbing a crispy croquette or a warm snack without having to wait in line at a restaurant. While in the United States, drive-thrus are the norm for fast meals, in the Netherlands, these integrated vending machines provide a different, yet equally convenient, way to satisfy hunger on the go. No culinary exploration of the Netherlands would be complete without mentioning the iconic patat, a thick-cut French fry served with a variety of delicious toppings. One of the most popular options is patat oorlog, which translates roughly as war fries. This dish features a generous serving of fries topped with mayonnaise, a savory peanut sauce called satay, and chopped onions. It's a flavor explosion that perfectly captures the Dutch love for rich, hearty, and boldly flavored street food. And if you're a chocolate lover, prepare to be surprised. In the Netherlands, chocolate is not just a dessert, but a breakfast staple. Many locals start their day with bread generously spread with butter and topped with chocolate sprinkles, a tradition cherished by both children and adults alike. It's as if each morning begins with a small celebration, a joyful ritual that sets a cheerful tone for the day ahead. In sharing these insights, we've explored 15 of the most surprising and delightful aspects of Dutch culture, offering a fresh perspective on this small, yet remarkably vibrant country. Its boldness, simplicity, and warmth shine through in its culinary traditions, lifestyle, and community spirit. Hopefully, this glimpse into the Netherlands has sparked your curiosity and given you a new appreciation for its unique charm and character.